What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. I am losing my voice a little bit under the weather, so not feeling too great, but we're still here to make this happen and to give you guys the recap for the week. We had a really good week, over $15,000 in profits for me. I really want to take the time to just reiterate the same strategies that we do every single week and make sure you guys understand and are ready to rock and roll for next week. We also have some interesting setups going into next week. From a swing trade perspective, we have this double outside bar pattern, which I'll talk about at the end, and we'll probably do a giveaway as long as you guys are still here and ready to rock. All right, so if you're ready, my friends, let's step into the war zone. So first and foremost, let's do some shout outs. We'll get right into it. Adrian, Corey, Todd, Trading Wars Army, LCQ Element, Trading Wars Army, Terrence, Me Sabor, Q Element again, Greg, Don, STK, Trading Wars Army, Calmeen, Trading Wars Army, Andy, Gus, Glenn, Becky, Trading Wars Army, Jay Villa, Jan, Kevin, Trading Wars Army, good to see you, Todd, Trading Wars Army, Andrew, Ramon, Trading Wars Army, Blaze, Jimmy, The Wanderers, Chris, CDP, Trading Wars Army, Stock Hunt, DB. What's going on? Thank you very much for your time, my friends. All right, let's get right into this. Okay, so how would you guys like to start? Do you want to start off with Monday and work our way to the end of the week, or do you want to start from Friday and work our way backwards? I have everything marked up. So hit me with the 1 if you want to start from Monday. Hit me with the 2 if you want to start from Friday and work our way backwards. Which way do you guys want to go? The general theme of this week was the continuation of volatility that we've been seeing over and over again. The market has been giving day traders a lot of opportunity, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you. All right, so I see a lot of Mondays. So let's start. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the replay right there. That is Monday morning. All right, so on Monday, we had 2 Fibonacci plays for about 15 points apiece. Those 2 15 points work out to 30 points, $1,500 per contract. Pretty decent start to the week. So let's go ahead and do what we always do. We're going to go ahead and draw the previous day's high and the previous day's low, like so. We're going to go over to the 5, let the first candle play. Bam. All right. So as you can see here, my friends, we are in the middle of the range. The high is up here. The low is down here. So anytime we're in the middle of the range, I am expecting it to be a little bit choppy, a little bit back and forth. And you'll see with Monday, that's exactly what happened. We ended up closing with an inside day. Remember, whenever we're opening inside, nobody is really in too much trouble. So for example, the shorts are still okay, right? If they shorted up here, they're not in danger of getting stopped out. The bulls are happy as well. So we're in a neutral place. We haven't gapped up or below the range, okay? So the first 5-minute bar comes in right there. 2, 3, we could see we have a clear direction. What direction is this? So here's the first 15 minutes of the day. Is this bullish or bearish? Hit me with the 1 if that's bullish. Hit me with the 2 if that's bearish. What direction are we moving on the day, bullish or bearish? What is this? This is a direction towards the upside. So what will we be doing with that upside? Well, we're going to get our Fib tool out. We're going to go to the basic setting here. And what we're trying to do here, guys, is all we're trying to do is say, okay, the market, you went up in the first 15 minutes of the day. And guess what? I'm not a rookie. I'm not going to chase. I'm not going to buy you up here. If I buy up over here, the call premiums are going to be too high. I'm going to get a bad deal. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take the Fibonacci from the low to the high like so, and I'm going to wait for that pullback on the 618. Okay, that's all I'm going to wait for. So we come down in here. Okay, pop right back up, right? So in this case right here, guys, we did not tag the 618, but if we continue and move our anchor up here, this is our afternoon leg right there. We came, took a little bit of heat on the 618, and then popped right back up, okay? So in this trade, not only did the 618 fill, but if I go here and I add our 786, we had a double fill here, okay? So the 786 this week really came back to life. We made a lot of money going with the 786. And the reason you can see is because the 786 allows you to buy things for even cheaper, right? So what do you think the calls are going to be when we're buying down there? The calls are going to be extremely cheap. So we had our 618, our 786 fill, guys. And then we, after that, we just consolidated for a good while here. And what we ended up doing right here is if you see this little inverted hammer. We just kept going sideways. And let me just close the day right there. Okay. So what happened here? We closed inside. So remember, look how tight that range is. Okay. So we had that, like I said, the big 618 to 786. The morning leg, we were able to get involved with it because of this inside bar. So these are two different scenarios. So this afternoon leg, the scenario here is we're just buying on the level, on the 618, on the 786. Because this first morning pullback, it was not deep enough at all. Instead, it went to the 50. So whenever we're going above the 618, we like to see candlestick confirmation. So there was our candlestick confirmation right there. That was our inside bar. We took the breakout. Beautiful pop. Okay, so right over here, for those of you that have the book, remember the book is on sale till the end of the day. So the candlestick confirmation versus limit blind entry, page 48 versus 52. Very, very important for you guys to understand the difference between those. The candlestick is, gives you that visual representation, but sometimes you can get in late to the party. And then when the limits, when you go in, it's a little bit more aggressive, but when you hit it, you make a lot of money. So not only were we able to catch the morning and the afternoon leg, but like I told you guys, we decided to swing trade a little bit of this. And the reason we decided to swing trade is because we were able, remember, we bought the dip down here. We bought the dip down here. So going into the close, right, we had a profitable position. So anytime you have a profitable position, you can see we're up all of this money right here. We went ahead and took a little bit into the close for the next day, guys, and you can see we had a massive gap up. So this was a really, really good way to start the week. And also this was an inside bar. So I knew that there was a potential that we were going to have a massive day the next day. And that's exactly what we had. So there we go. That's Monday in a nutshell. Very straightforward. Let's go ahead to the live commentary. Let me just go ahead and show you that, just to show you that we do this live in real time every single day. So we'll go ahead right here. I'm going to go back up to the 17th. There's the 18th, and here's the 17th right here. So you can see here was our morning leg right there, the same 3 candles that I drew for you, and then up against the 50 now. Okay, and then here was the afternoon leg, the same thing that I drew for you guys right over here where we got filled in the afternoon. Okay, all right, now we're going to go ahead into the Tuesday, which was a pretty big day. It was a 110-point day, $5,500 per contract. Really could not ask for anything more. So this is a really good example. Let me just go back one more candle because I want to show you the main differences between opening inside and then gapping up. There's a significant difference to that. Okay. So remember, if we look back on Monday, we opened inside of this range, but on Tuesday, look where we are. We're in the middle. We're in the moon right now. We're at Mars. You see that, guys, where we're gapping up over here? We had all of these bulls over here, all the bulls over here, the bulls over here. We had bears shorting here and here. And then on Tuesday, we gap up above all of that range. So that creates volatility. And let me give you a good example, which is going to help you to remember this concept. So remember, we bought the dip on Monday. We bought this fib. So how am I going to be feeling at the open on Tuesday? How am I going to be feeling? What do you guys think? Am I going to be feeling happy or sad? Hit me with the 1 if happy, hit me with the 2 if sad. How am I going to be feeling? How would you feel if you went long on Monday and then on Tuesday it's a huge gap up? You're going to be feeling like, hey, I'm up a lot of money. I need to do something, right? I need to lock in some money. I need to protect my capital. I need to cash out. Right? And that's what creates volatility. So because of that volatility, the first thing that I hit, my friend, is the opening range breakout. So let's go ahead to the live commentary for the 18th. I need some hot tea. Okay. So here we go. So here was the 18th. 3 minutes ago, who's ready? Game plan, orb, fibs, triggers. Trigger will likely not fill today. You'll see that the trigger actually filled way later in the day, but we started off with the orb. So you see right here, 9:33, we went short as soon as that first bar closed. Okay, so here's that first bar. I love this bar as well because it's a doji. So all we do is if it breaks the low, we're going to short. If it breaks the high, we're going to go long. All right. So what we're doing right here is we're looking for the price action to tell us what to do. That's what the opening range breakout is about. We don't have a bias. Next candle comes in, boom, breaks down right there, guys. And then we start to push lower. So very clean orb right off the bat. That's what we want to see. And then the next thing we do, we have this combo where we do the orb into the morning leg. Now we're looking for our 618. Okay, so we're looking for our 618 on this side. Okay, we pop up. So over here, we went lower. All you do, you move your anchor lower. Okay, so continue to just move that anchor lower. Okay, so you can see we're not pulling back. So what do? You just keep going lower. Don't chase, right? Don't be the guy down here. Don't be buying down here because you're going to get bad prices for the premiums. Finally, there's our 618 right there. All right. So honest question, let's pause. How many of you would be scared shorting right here? Hit me with a 1 if yes, hit me with a 2 if no. What would you guys say? So the 618 is that hidden resistance, right? And there's a big green candle that goes into it. And if you look at the chart, you're going to be like, hey, you know what? This doesn't look so good. This looks like, hey, this looks bullish. This is a bullish candlestick pattern. But that fib, that's that hidden level, guys, that hidden level. We come up against that 618, bam, straight back down, guys. That is just beautiful. When I see that, guys, that makes my day. So Tuesday, opening range breakout, 45 points. Morning leg Fibonacci, 50 points. When there's volatility, right, when the gap is big, okay, so you see how the gap is big? The candles are going to be bigger. So the volatility is there. And on those days when the volatility is opening up, you can make a lot of money, right? You got to make sure you do well with your risk to reward, but you and your sizing, but then when the opportunity is there, you can make a lot. All right. So now let's go ahead to the 18th as well. The last play we had was the long trigger. So I'm going to go into the Discord. I'm going to get the trigger for the 18th. It was 367.58. So I'm going to go ahead and take my line, horizontal line, 367. So what is a trigger? A trigger is basically a level that we want to play long off of or short off of. So this is our long trigger. So people always ask, so Rich, what do I do when we gap up? Well, I have my triggers automated, right? So I put them in interactive brokers. Okay, put them in interactive brokers, link in the description. All right. I put them in interactive brokers. I say, hey, broker, if it comes to 367.58, then buy me some shares. And check this out, guys. We come down throughout the day, all the way. I did not expect this to happen. I honestly did not expect that much selling, but I'm still ready. So all of our shorts in the morning, opening range breakout, morning leg fib. Now we touch our long trigger right there, and watch this. Beautiful pop right back up. Beautiful. Okay. That's what we want to see. So Tuesday was probably actually the best day of the week in terms of just being clean. Just every single setup we took on Tuesday was a winner. And you can see, guys, that, you're not, some days are going to be bigger than others. Like this day, I already removed it, but this one was a 30 point, right? 30 point day. This one was almost triple that. Well, more than triple that, almost 4 times. All right. And then let's go back to the Discord and I will just show you guys the Fibonacci setup that we did on that day. So here was the 18th right here. Morning leg fib, golden zone short. So all the way until, am I on the right date? 1 second, guys. 18th. This is the 18th of October. Yep. 618 fills short. There we go, guys. 1009. All right. So right there at 1009, that's when our 618 fills short. Right there, 1009. Beautiful. All right. So just want to show you guys, we do the live call outs. Make sure you guys understand that. It's obviously very simple to look at a chart and talk about it in hindsight. And here's my gains. So this was my gains just from the trigger. So that was October 18th. I said I had the long trigger automated from last night. Come back to see this. $3,010. That was pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy, guys. When you're able to just literally walk away, come back, make $3,000. Hit me with a 5 if that's beautiful. I love having a mixture of automated trades and live trades. It gives you that edge because, to be honest, when this whole thing is red coming down here, psychologically, your mind will say, hey, don't do it. Like, don't buy it, right? Like, why would you buy it? The market is going to crash. That's what I heard on Twitter yesterday. The market is crashing. Inception, recession, inflation, deflation, whatever. Everything's happening, right? So why would I buy here? It doesn't matter, guys. The market can crash later, but I'm going to get my $3,000 first. That's the power of a day trader. I want you to understand that for a second. The market can crash later. The market can go up later. The market could do whatever it wants later. But in that moment, when I take my trade, I'm looking for my 3 grand, looking for my 5 grand, looking for my money in and out and reset. That is the edge day traders have. We don't care. We do not care about anything else. We're just here to make money. All right. That's a big edge that we have. So I love day trading because we don't have to commit to anything. We don't have to be a perma bear. We don't have to be a perma bull. We don't care. We do what we feel is right. Okay. So you see right here, guys, on Wednesday was the hardest day. Very, 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 very hard day on Wednesday. And this was pretty much like the flat or even a small loser day, depending on if you took the V trigger later in the afternoon. But every week there's at least one day which is pretty much red, and that's the part of doing a business, guys. The part of doing a business you have to understand is that you have expenses, and what you're probably not aware of, is in this game people lose money. I know what you see on the internet is people make money every single day, but at some point you're going to lose. And for me, at least one day of the week is usually a loser. Yes, we have perfect weeks, but generally one day of the week is going to be flat, is going to be a loser. But you'll see those days are very, very tiny, lose maybe 500 bucks, but then on the winners making a few grand. So the risk to reward is always there. So just understand that you have to be able to absorb those losses gracefully. Okay, absorb them gracefully. It's part of the game. Understand that when you take your loss, every time I take losers, I always get happy because I know the odds are if I play my system correctly, the next few trades are going to be winners. Or if I have a losing day, I say, hey, there's a good chance I can bounce back the next day because everything's probability, everything's mathematics in trading. That's all it is, guys. It's not emotion. It's not news. It's none of that. It's literally math. You have one candle, it's going to go up or down. What's the chance it goes up? What's the chance it goes down? 50-50. It could go up, it could go down. That's it. That's the end of the story. If you think about trading like that, then you can think of it like a business. Okay. So let's go ahead here on to Wednesday. Right. So I'm just going to go ahead and just draw my trigger in for Wednesday. So Wednesday, our short trigger was right around here. So we're going short. I'm going to put this in yellow. So the first play of the day, you could see another inside open, right? So we open inside of this range. And because we open inside, guys, the morning was definitely choppy. And then finally, we had a little bit of acceleration into the close. So first things first, we broke the yellow line. We got, I got a first target here halfway through, and then we flipped, got stopped out on the short trigger, -6 points. From there, if I take the fib from the, either way, from this low to high like this, okay? Or if we go from high to low, there was just nothing, absolutely nothing. So just morning leg -4 points. The afternoon legs did give us some scalpers. So if I take our fib from the high to the low, you'll see the 618 right here. This gave us a beautiful bounce for about 5 points. The 786, another 5 points. So the scalps on the afternoon were good. And then finally we came back, we tagged the V trigger, which is the yellow line. We tagged it back here and was able to flush down and make a nice 10 points. So one thing that we've been practicing, if we go to the book, is the opposing leg, page 26. You'll see here what was actually going crazy today, crazy on, the 19th. If I take the Fibonacci from the short side, this is the other side, you could see that these legs were trading. Okay, so the short side was trading, and this is very important because see how we had that perfect 786 rejection and drop down. I use this information for the rest of the week, and you're gonna see right here how this comes back into play. All right, so that was Wednesday, guys. Nothing to really talk about. Okay, so just one of those days. All right, so hit me with the 5 if you're ready, and we're gonna continue. We're gonna go to our big day, which was Thursday. All right, Thursday and Friday. Friday was the big day. I had it confused. Yeah, so Thursday, right after the Wednesday, another one of those days, guys. Okay, but still able to finish pretty flat or with a little bit of profit. Okay, so we're gonna go here, 9:30. Hit the replay, same thing. So now we're gonna move our anchor. Here's our low. Here's our high right up here. Okay, same thing. So our long trigger, let's go ahead and find it. This was the 20th. I apologize, guys, if I don't really have that much energy today, because I actually feel like shit. That's exactly what my situation is right now. All right, let's go. So the first play we had was the long trigger for 12 points. And then you'll see this afternoon leg literally fell apart for minus 10 points. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll show you. So first candle comes in. You could see we're in the middle of the range. Again, we've had those whenever we're in the middle of the range, guys. It's just a little bit, a little bit suspicious. I don't like to hit orbs. I like to be a little bit patient. All right. So we came in, we broke the yellow line, which was our long trigger, and we squeezed right through. So that gave us a quick 12 points. Okay. So we're able to get long on the yellow line, took it to the previous day's high, took it through, nice 12 points. And then from there, we had our Fibonacci drawn from our low to our high right there. And then you'll see, guys, we came in and just flushed right through, which was pretty unfortunate. So literally on that day, we did not have any opportunity to catch the afternoon leg long. But remember what I told you, if you look at Wednesday. So what I want you to do, guys, I want you to look at this box. I'm going to copy this box and I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to show you, we did some, advanced fibs here. Some of you are not ready for this, but I'll still show you guys. But do you see this pattern here, this stair stepping? Hit me with a 2 if you see that stair stepping. You see that? Bam, 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 bam. Okay. So so we said, okay, Wednesday we started. So it was even in the same area, right around the 372-ish. We started to see that stair stepping coming in, and we had the outside bars. We had literally the same thing on Thursday. Okay. I'm not going to post the gains for this because I know not everybody took it. All right. But this is the opposing leg, and a lot of the advanced traders take this. So it's the same thing. But instead of playing we're doing the smaller legs. Okay. So if I go from high to low right there, you can see that 618 rejection. And then if I go again from high to low right here, another 618 rejection. All right. So that was with a little bit of an advanced trade that we took. So if you were just taking the basic trades, you still pretty much be break even on the day, which is still fine as well. But I want to show you guys that part for education. Again, in the book, that's the opposing leg. All right. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish with our last day of the week, which was our big home run day, which was Friday. So let's go ahead here. I'm going to draw my low and my high right there. Okay, so we had 3 solid trades. Total on the day was roughly 150 points. And, I always talk to you guys about Lotto Friday, how significant it is. Friday is that day. It's the day where the institutions, it's the day where the bigger players have to make a decision. Are we going to take our millions and billions of dollars and hold it through the weekend? Are we going to do that? Because they are making decisions that we're talking about billions of dollars. So if they don't make the right decision, guys, literally overnight, if the market gaps down Monday morning, they could be losing so much money. So that's why on Friday is always the more dangerous day. There's more opportunity, more volatility. There's so much things happening on Friday. And that's why we love to trade it. That's why we love Lotto Fridays, guys. Okay. And you're going to see some of the calls we did went for 500% plus. 500% plus. So let's go ahead. And what I'm going to do first, let's focus on the 2 Fibonacci legs. We'll discuss those in detail. Then we'll come back for the short trigger. So the short trigger, we hit it in the morning. It was 8 points. Okay, so that was just a quick one. But let's go ahead here. Let's look at both of those fib legs. So I'm here on the 5. First candle comes in, right? And then the second candle, boom. Okay, so let's watch these 2 candles right here. So one thing that we noticed, right? And if I go back to the futures market, so you can see right now the futures, we actually opened and then we're coming back down. But if we go back to the futures market, this is what was happening in the futures market going into the open. So we had that first Fibonacci right here. Okay, so this is the 930 candle. So actually this candle, this 930 and this 940 candle, these 2 candles are these 2 candles right here. But what's so important about those 2 candles? Those 2 candles are sitting on a fib in the fib from the pre-market. All right. And I don't generally look at the pre-market, but this one really caught my attention because in the pre-market, there was more volatility than usual. And we also had the Nirvana pattern that came in right at 930. So that gave me some thoughts. So what we did right here is we've seen these 2 wicks. A lot of bullish wicks. Okay. So what we did right here is we said, all right, there's the bull here. We're also sitting on the 618 from the overnight session. Let's go ahead here, take our Fibonacci from our low to our high. And we filled up twice on this, guys. We filled up on the 618 and the 786 on this one. So watch this closely. So let me just get rid of this box here. Watch this closely. Right there. Okay. 618, 786. Both filled. Okay. Both filled on futures. Check this out now. From here, guys, watch this. That's it. That was it. So that first leg went for 90 points, almost 100 points. So that's $4,500 for one contract. And then some people did miss that. For some, for some of the newer traders. But honestly, guys, we couldn't ask for a better afternoon leg than this. Take the Fibonacci from the low to the high. We came right on the 618, guys. We put in an inside bar and we put in the Nirvana. So the Nirvana is a part of my books, right? If you get any one of my 3 books, you get the Nirvana for life. It's my premium pattern that I only share with the book holders. But we came back. The Nirvana came. It sat right on that 618. It set itself up. It's such a beautiful pattern, guys, and took us straight into the close for 55 points. So in total, 90, 55, and then 8 points on the short trigger. I'll show you the short trigger right now. Roughly 150 points, one contract, $7,500. So let's go ahead into the Discord. Let me just show you those fib setups. All right, so here we go. So you can see right here. So the fib, we drew it up right there. One sec, I'm on the right date. 21. Yes, okay. So this one was at 9:30. So we had 2 fibs. That's why I just don't want to make sure I don't confuse them. So that was the gains. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, so 941, 618 filled long, 786 filled. Let's see a reversal. Huge reaction, 382. Look at that wick, 214 hit, $2,337. Pretty good. All right, and then after that, we came back into the afternoon leg. This is the Nirvana that we had drawn up right here, guys. And she just ripped straight from there. Check that out. Beautiful. Love it. So that was a huge day. And if we look in total, let's say these 2 days were flat, 30, 110. Somebody add this up for me. So let's just go 140 plus 150, 290 points times $50. How much is that, guys? Somebody pull out the math for me. 290 points times $50. So the other thing that we did right here, guys, is whenever we play the afternoon legs, especially on Friday, 0 DTE, we go with a lot of the times calls on SPY. Okay, so you just go one strike out of the money. These calls went for I think 300 something percent. These calls down here, if you took the calls down here instead of futures, it went for 500%. So if you hit that one time, guys, that's all you need. Really, that's all you need for the week. So right here, our brother Todd, $14,500. That, guys, and I'm being conservative. I'm being pretty conservative. I could have said probably double that if I wanted to, but I'm trying to be conservative because I didn't count these legs that we were taking over here as well. All right, guys. So that was it, man. That was the recap for the week. One thing I want to mention is, my younger brother, you guys has followed his journey for a long time. I taught him how to trade last year, and he's just, obviously he's working with me every day, but he's just become a really, really good trader, and he's in our Discord. And I just want to let you know, follow this account, TW Dairy. He goes ahead and he posts his trades and his P&L every single day. So, go ahead, follow along. Very detailed, very strong young kid trying to make it in life, and also losers as well, and the commissions. So please go ahead and follow this. This is for our small account challenge. All right. So I have 3 more things to say, and then we're going to wrap it up. All right. So the first thing is for any Trading Wars Army members. So anybody that's joined the YouTube, I posted the swing trade for Starbucks. So the swing trade we're going to look at going into next week is Starbucks. Okay. So why do I want to look at Starbucks? Starbucks has a double inside bar on the weekly, a very rare pattern. Don't really see it much on Starbucks. And you can see that earnings is around the corner as well on Starbucks. So we're going to be looking to play this. So I posted the levels right here for the Army, long and short. If you guys are interested in getting some of those swing setups and you can trade along with us, you could join right here, guys. All right. Just join right here. YouTube is still doing a 20% off, $3.99 for the first month, then $4.99 thereafter, if you guys are interested. All right. All right. So other things I want to talk about, Pfizer, Johnson and Johnson. So let's just talk about that, guys. I did a live trading session on Friday, but I just wanted to show you that we've been hitting stocks a lot. Unfortunately, I won't have the time to talk about it right now. I already did a big recap the other day, but just to show you the power of Lotto Friday, $7,500 basically, 3,000 Johnson Johnson, Pfizer 2,800. The rest was on SPY and futures. That's that's an A+ day for me. I try to go for 10K if I can make 10K on a Lotto Friday, but hey, 7,500, I'm not going to complain. So, I mean, guys, I want to just show you that this is possible. You just got to apply yourself. You got to focus up. You can't keep switching strategy from strategy from strategy. You can't try something. You can't listen to what other people are saying. Do what works for you. Find what works for you. I love the fibs. I love the fibs because I always get a good deal. I always buy the dip or I always sell the rip. I'm never chasing anything. Okay. Hit me with the 10 right now. Does that make sense, guys? Always just, if you can be consistent, consistency is what makes profit. And you need a system that is logical. It cannot be hindsight system. So for example, you know, you can't have a system that's like, okay, you know what? This is a falling wedge here. Okay, this is my wedge. That's my wedge, right? Or then you're like, well, it's probably actually over here. And then now this is a broadening formation. Or you know what? Let me just go ahead and add this. Okay. You can't do stuff like that. That's not going to make money. It's not. However, what about this? What is this? This is a Nirvana pattern. It is what it is. It's not going to change. It doesn't matter how many lines you put on the chart. You have an inside bar, then an outside bar. Those patterns are bars that do not change. You have an inside bar down here. They do not change. Okay, so have some real rules in your trading that does not change. An opening range breakout does not change. It's the first 3-minute bar. It breaks the higher the low. That's it. You see what I'm saying, guys? When you can get to that level, right? When you can get to that level, guys, that's the level that is going to make you money. All right, just hit me with a 5 if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Okay, because I used to be the same guy. Trust me, guys. I used to be that same guys. I promise you, I was doing this. I was following all the top people on Twitter. I was doing all of this. And then I just lost $20,000, pretty much. Until I had to figure it out the real way. The real way of figuring it out is being in the flames, being in the fire. Okay, that's how you get better. All right. So there we go, my friends. Let's go ahead now. Let's look at SPY. So SPY, rare double outside bar pattern. All right. This one, if we go back to the weekly chart, you could see we had this one in September on the weekly. This pattern looks very similar to this pattern right here. The only difference is this one closed on the bullish side. And if we go to futures right now, you could see we actually pressed right back up. So, and now we're coming back down. So, but what I'm trying to say is there's some volatility. People are trying to position themselves right now for the rest of the week. Institutions are looking for opportunities. So I have a swing plan in the Discord ready to go, but essentially we'll be looking for the break of these double outside bar patterns. Sorry. Look on, we're going to look at the 3 and the 5-minute chart tomorrow to see, trying to understand where is the real pressure. Is this buying? Is this selling? Like what's happening? And this is going to set up a really nice swing trade, just like we hit back in September. The last time we had this on the daily chart, guys, was probably about a year ago. If we go back right here. So December 2020 is the last time I've seen it. I think there's one more right here. Yeah. August 21. But August, this was during, that summer chop, right? That was during summer chop. But this is not summer chop, guys. We're in October right now. All right. We're in October and these candles are massive. So things are about to go down. Okay. All right, guys. All right, guys. That's it. That's it for me, man. I need some rest. Check me out, tradingwars.com. So right now, guys, we're doing a huge sale. If you get any one of my 3 books, instead of 1 month for free, you're going to get 2 months for free. You're going to get 60 days access to the Discord. That's going to end tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to cut that off. You'll get my premium indicators with alerts. So like the Nirvana, the one I just showed you, and the golden indicators, or you can sign up right here on the main page, directly right there. As always, guys, leave a I'm going to do a giveaway tomorrow, guys, instead. So I really want to see you back here tomorrow. So please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, let me know, like, let me know how you like the fibs. Like, how's it been going for you? Or let me know, do you like orbs? Do you like triggers? Do you like the candlesticks? Let me know how you guys are feeling in the comment section below. I will say this, guys. It is now, I've been saying this for a few months, but it's a day trader's market. We're getting volatility like we haven't seen in a long time, and we're making a lot of money. That's what you have to do, because if you go back in time, you'll see when the market just chops, and during that chop, it's extremely difficult to actually make money as a day trader. All right, so we have the edge right now. Let's go ahead and make as much money as possible. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you again for another great week, and I really appreciate you guys. All right, have a great night. Talk tomorrow.